ఓకే అండి. So good afternoon everyone. So online students, can you hear my voice once? Cross check it and see once. Okay. Okay. So the last class yesterday, we had right. Right. So the last class one program I attached to you, metadata. So for your material, I attached this program. I'll show the code once. So here, this is yesterday's notes down. Metadata. Here I attached one program to you. So in this program, some syntax is available to you. Whenever we want to take database metadata, this is a syntax. Database metadata con.get metadata. So some driver version I'm displaying. This is a syntax of taking metadata. Parameter metadata ps.get parameter metadata here. This is a way of taking syntax of parameter metadata. So this is result set. Result set metadata rs.get metadata. This is syntax. For row set, I used typecast here like this. Row set metadata here. JRS.get metadata. I'm typecasting. You run once and check it out. Okay, right? You get a clarity anyway. Hope I updated notes there. Right. So yesterday I started Servlet. Let me move forward. Okay, right. The platform independent Java program which is executed in server environment is known as servlet program or server program. This servlet program will accept HTTP request from user through web browser and provide response. In the diagrammatic I shown, the response can be direct response or the response can be in the form of JSP. I made one statement to you. So let me go forward now. Make it types of applications. Make a notes. Types of applications. Applications are categorized into the following. Applications are categorized into the following. Stand-alone applications. Stand-alone applications. You can say web applications. Web applications. Enterprise. Enterprise applications. You can say enterprise applications. And the fourth one is, you can say mobile applications. You can say mobile applications. Standalone applications, web applications, enterprise applications, and mobile applications. We are categorizing into 4 types. We are categorizing. So stand-alone applications means what? The applications which are installed in one computer and performs actions in the same computer are known as stand-alone applications. The applications which are installed in one computer and performs actions in the same computer are known as stand-alone. Alone means single. Stand-alone applications. So sometimes which are also known as desktop applications. You will say desktop applications, or sometimes you can say Windows applications. Windows applications. Look here. Now, generally standalone applications means, so according to developer, actually how developer will imagine it standalone. According to developer, stand-alone applications means no HTML input, no HTML input, no server environment, no server environment, no database storage, no database storage. So the applications, no HTML input, no server environment, no database storage. Such applications you can say alone. They are alone, single applications. They will not interact with the other. That's called alone. Core Java applications are standalone applications. The reason, in core Java, HTML not available, database not available, server not available. Whatever the programs you type part of core Java components and concepts, they all comes under standalone. They all comes under standalone. So standalone application development means core Java knowledge actually. Now, these standalone applications are categorized into two types based on user interaction. Based on user interaction, these standalone applications are categorized into two types. Categorized into two types. CUI applications, GUI applications, CUI applications and GUI applications. Among the standalone applications, only two categories are available. One is CUI and one is GUI. So CUI stands for what? And console user interface. GUI stands for graphical user interface. If you see core Java, all inputs are through console only. Still yesterday also it is console only. JDBC also console only, console input. So we are entering through console, we are giving the data. So console input. So here, CUI applications. The applications in which the user interacts through interacts through console are known as CUI applications. CUI applications. In the bracket you write CUI means console user interface. The applications in which the user interacts through console are known as CUI applications. All your core Java till last, all applications are CUI because all inputs are from your console. So GUI applications. The applications in which the user interacts through interacts through GUI components. GUI components are known as GUI applications. The applications in which the user interacts through GUI components are known as GUI applications. So this GUI stands for graphical user interface. graphical user interface. Now, whenever we want to design GUI components, we take the support of AWT, Swing, and JavaFX. One more. Now it is outdated again, JavaFX. It came by 8. Now 18 and 17, they're they plan to remove it because nobody is using JavaFX today. So your GUI applications became weaker. So Java supports many applications, among that one standalone. JavaFX came, and in the latest versions they plan to remove it. So here note, for knowledge purpose, note. Because student will ask us, how means, sir, when you teach applet, when you will teach AWT, they'll ask it. But they are not available in the real time. So in the job oriented, this Amirpet is career oriented. We are not degree college now here. So one student came to Amirpet means career only. So degree college different. That environment different. So one student once dumped into this area, career only. So next my step is career, sir. So already I done my friends chatting over, all 4 years over. Again, we cannot repeat the same thing here. No, not possible again. So it's a career. When the student came for a career, we'll counsel them very clearly. AWT Swings not available. Don't waste your time there. That's a concept. When the core Java started, you must start with HTML because already UI technologies are coming now, right? So GUI components became weaker. Then who is learning GUI means in your course curriculum, maybe in your BTech or MCR, any other related courses available with computer science, they had a paper. Java paper will be there. There one unit will be there. GUI programming unit will be there. But only for university. So only for university questions they'll give it, frankly speaking. The reason, getting awareness to the student. My level is standalone, CUI, GUI. Now you are entering into third one. That is web application. That I want to say. Now you are stepping into web application. That I want to say. So you cross to standalone application. You are entering into web application. Next enterprise application is waiting to you with Spring and web service. That's what I want to say here. So in that process, when you come to the course, means career oriented course, here we never ask the student to waste their time on the component which is not available. Because of this part of core Java, sometimes we write 1 or 2 programs, sometimes we skip that AWT and Swing, but we give in notes, small theoretical notes we give it, because to read 1 or 2 questions we give on AWT and Swing. Here note. We use knowledge purpose, we use AWT. AWT stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. Anyway, write it. We use AWT and Swings. Swings to design GUI components. To design GUI components. We use AWT and Swings to design GUI components. Example, if you take your calculator program, this calculator program. This calculator program is GUI application. This is. Why means the input is through GUI component. The input is through GUI component. I am clicking on one submit button or not now, one button, right? So the input I am giving through one button, that is GUI component. When the input is through one GUI component, that is GUI application. Your calculator program is GUI application. So no company will recruit one Java engineer to develop this. Yes or no? So no company will recruit you to develop this standalones. Companies say not there. So they'll ask for what now? Web application minimum. So these applications are not given to Java developers in the real-time market. This application is an example of standalone. The reason, I am not using any HTML input. I am not executing this program under any server. And for this, database connection also not available. So this is alone, stand alone application. The user interacting through component, GUI component. So the application is GUI standalone application. That's the theory. So all your practices up to now, you are entering the input through console or not. That's console input. You are entering and you are seeing the data onto console. That's called console input or CUI applications, what you practiced. Right. Now you are stepping into second one. What is the second one now? Web applications. Make a statement. The applications which are executed in web environment, or you can say internet environment. Web environment or internet environment are known as web applications. So our course is that only. Target of our course is output of web application anyway. So to develop these web applications generally, so they'll ask define web application. The name only says no, web application. Web means internet. The application in internet. The application in web, simply. The application in internet or the application in web. You can say web application. So as a Java developer, how can you develop web application? So minimum requirement is JDBC, Servlet and JSP. That are all advanced Java. Generally, I made this statement in JDBC introduction also. I am repeating. To construct these web applications, we use JDBC, Servlet and JSP. Make a statement. Second point. To construct web applications, we use JDBC, Servlet and JSP. To construct web applications, we use JDBC, Servlet and JSP. This is for awareness. Generally, web application, these are minimum, right? After that, we are going to replace JDBC with Spring JDBC, and Servlet will be replaced with Spring Code, Spring MVC. Like this, after the replacements will come, right? Okay. So minimum requirement is JDBC, Servlet and JSP, right? Now we are here for advanced, for web application development. Till now, web application development not started because we practiced JDBC, how to interact with database product and how to run some queries using Java program. What are the components related to JDBC? That is our unit, right? So we not yet started web application. Now we are starting web application. That's a concept actually. Now, sir, I want to start this web application anyway. So where these web applications are executed, I want to know, sir. That standalone applications in my core Java, whenever I want to run my core Java or Java program, so your trainers will say download JDK, they'll say yes or no, right? So then nothing but download and install JDK. JDK stands for what now? Java Development Kit. So it is one kit used by Java programmer for developing Java applications. That's the meaning of JDK. So kit means it's like a bag. So it is a software bag which has been installed to your computer If you open this JDK, some components are available. Among these components, we must note three components available. One, Java compiler available. One is Java library available. One is JVM available. JDK majorly provide what? Means it provides three majorly. One is Java compiler, one is Java library, one is JVM. Using Java compiler, what you will do? Sir, I'll give my source code. Source code means user understandable code saved with .java. So user can understand that code. The same code my machine cannot understand. M stands for machine only, no, right? My machine cannot understand English language. My machine cannot understand my source code. So my source code should be converted into machine understandable. For that, I will take the support of Java compiler to do that work. That only Java compiler is used to convert your source code into bytecode, .java file into .class file. So .class file I cannot understand, sir, because I am a end user. So user can understand English language only, he cannot understand bytecode. If you open bytecode, you cannot understand. Who understands bytecode? Bytecode means my JVM understands the bytecode. So Java compiler will support to generate one bytecode and give to JVM. Then what this library is doing now? In the process of construction, library will support you by providing built-in predefined components so that we are going to use them for construction. So JDK provide compiler, library, and JVM. Among these three, who is the execution environment now? Sir, JVM is the execution environment for us. Up to now, JDK, part of JDK, JVM is the execution environment where my application is executed up to now. Sir, now I am going with web application. Sir, where my web application is executed? The statement, web applications are executed in web container. Make a statement. Note, NOT note. These web applications are executed in web container. Web container. Underline the term web container. Web container. So this web container is a execution environment like JVM indirectly. In this, our application is going to be executed as a point. So who provides this container to me? So here execution environment is JVM. But your teacher never asks you to download JVM, install JVM. He says download JDK, install JDK. The reason, JVM is part of JDK. Now I want a web container. Somebody has to provide this web container. Web container is available from web servers and application servers. Your web servers and application servers will provide web container to you. Whenever we want to use web container, we must download and install servers. That's the information to you. Whenever you want to use JVM, you downloaded and installed JDK, no? The same way, whenever you want to use web container, we must download and install your web servers or application servers. Make a statement. This web container is available from is available from web servers and application servers. Web servers and application servers. This web container is available from web servers and application servers. Underline this: web server, application servers, underline web container. These are the new terms we are introducing with. Right. So standalone applications executed under the environment JVM. Web applications executed under the environment of web container. This web container is provided by web servers and application servers. You can use any one part of your project development. Whether you can use web server or application server, you can use it. Okay. Now, what is this enterprise application? Let me finish off the definitions. I'll come back to server types, and what is web server, what is application server, then installation of Tomcat. That's the process. Now, enterprise applications. Look here. All of you look here. Total 3 levels will be there in your course actually. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1, sir, I am into Java world. Sir, I want to become a developer in Java. In level 1, you must learn standalone applications. In level 1, you must learn standalone applications, nothing but core Java knowledge. Core Java alphabets, core Java concepts, core Java features, core Java, any syntactical, grammatical rules are there, you must know. And using them, you must practice standalone applications. That may be CUI, that may be GUI, anything. You have to practice all that components, concepts, features, integration rules or presentation rules. What are their other gives the specifications part of core Java, you must try it. That is level 1. This is language area generally. Now level 2 is web application development. That is advanced. For web application, they framed advanced Java. So here web application development is available. Here only server introductions, types of servers, how to deploy the application into server, how to interact with HTML, how to interact with database through server program. This knowledges will be gained by level 2. And the level 3 is enterprise application. So next level is waiting. So in the next level you had enterprise application knowledge. You must have frameworks knowledge. Spring must be there, web service must be there, and so on. So in the level 3, framework knowledge is needed. So if you use frameworks and construct one application in one business mode, you can call it as enterprise applications. The applications which are executed in distributed environment and depending on the features like security, load balance, and clustering, we call it as enterprise applications. Make a statement. I repeat this. The applications which are executing in distributed environment and depending on the features like security, load balancing, and clustering process. The applications which are executing in distributed environment and depending on the features like security, load balancing, and clustering process are known as enterprise applications, or you can say enterprise distributed applications, you can say. So all your banking domains comes under enterprise applications. All your banking domains comes under enterprise applications. Right. So everybody knows Java language is not complete object oriented. Everybody knows. And moreover, we are not popular for object oriented. Because of this reason, don't compare with the languages who are competing with object oriented. We are not there. We are into enterprise applications. The reason Java is popular for security. A student level, you cannot understand that, because you will be comparing core Java, Python, .NET, PHP, unnecessary comparisons the students will do because of not proper unawareness, frankly speaking. So all domains will support all types of applications. So we had 1 billion applications to support. Among that, we are popular in distributed applications. So we are very strong in that applications. We are strongly rooted, and wide wings is there for us. Nobody can beat us in enterprise distributed applications, open secret. 100% placement batch people know. For a 100% job guarantee is there for you in Java. The reason our companies are 20 plus established companies. 20 plus years established companies are there for us. Our domain came into market by 95. Came into universities by 98 and 99. So recruitment started in India by 2000, 2001. Java 5 came by 2004 as a Tiger Java. We associated with Android by 2007, and Samsung mobile phone hit Nokia and came out. Already knows. And our Java entered into SBI ATM centers with blue screen, and it has been beaten up AS400. Everybody knows. It's a history, and it is a history for us. AS400 engineers not there today. IBM not there. Java people entered there. We entered into the cabinet of ATM. We have been beaten AS400. So SAP people came into market around 10 years or 12 years back. We have been entered into JCA connector as ABAP. For them also survival not there without Java. Ask the SAP people. ADF, Hadoop, Spark, survival not there without Java. The tools has to integrate with Java. Survival is not there. You know about Selenium and Android. They purely depend upon us. So this is the open secret known by everyone. Getting or not now? So how can we compete with Java then? Difference you getting or not? This is a fact, and history says. I am traveling with Java from 2000 or 2002, almost 22 years I traveled with Java. I seen from JDK 1.4 to today I am running Java 17. I am going for certification within 2 months, Java 17. So I traveled these many products. I am saying to you know, because management will give 100% placement on Java first. Yes or no? The reason they knows established companies are very high. We are very strong in enterprise distributed application, that is level 3. So level 3 needs Hibernate with JPA, Spring Core, Spring MVC, Spring JDBC, Spring ORM, Spring Data, Spring Security, Spring Boot. These are the components needed from Spring. Other side we need web service and microservice. So these are the components available in level 3. So we are very strong in enterprise applications. Security, we had Spring Security is there, web service security is there. Load balancing meaning is nothing but already you know banking domains has to depend upon this load balance. Per second, n number of people interact with the servers. So in the process of giving one application, our application has to support that load balance. So Java provides load balance concept through your Spring and web services they are doing already. Clustering process. Take one ATM card of SBI, go to HDFC Bank, swipe 5,000 rupees. Within milliseconds, the cash will come. That's called cluster. Clustering network meaning is group of nodes joins another group of nodes to complete the travel of packet according to computer network definition. To complete the travel. Here, group of HDFC Bank systems joined SBI Bank to complete your transaction to issue that 5,000 rupees within few milliseconds. That is known as clustering. Some language has to support that clustering. Java came forward to support clustering. This is level 3. At least students should know. You crossed your standalone applications because I asked you yesterday, don't practice JDBC ended. So CUI related application journey has been ended. So you must not practice that. You are into level 2. Level 2 means you are in the web applications. Our inputs are HTML. That's a concept. You are into web applications. You are into level 2. From now, I will take care about level 2. So I will take care about web applications development from now. And the next coming future, maybe you will be entering into level 3. That is enterprise application. You must know what is waiting before also. That is enterprise application. Now, mobile applications. Sir, why suddenly mobile applications came here? Because before these mobile applications, today Android is there or any other people are there in the market for mobile app development today. Before that people, somebody is available in the market. Who is that somebody? Means Java. Java ME. We had a version known as Java ME. Now we are not using because we given a support to Android. No, right? Android is in 196 countries today. So in the background we are giving all thread APIs are Java developer only. They are using some APIs. The APIs we only should write. We write the API and give to developer, he will use it. So the all thread APIs are under our control. According to Android, all thread APIs are we are writing. Java developer in the background writing thread APIs. We given a support. Java ME is less used in the market today. So we given support for other technologies. Because of this reason, when the category comes, we write mobile applications also because Java supports mobile application with Java ME. ME means micro edition. Actual meaning is micro edition. You can call it as machine edition. You can call it as mobile edition. Make it. The applications which are executed in mobile environment. The applications which are executed in mobile environment are known as mobile applications. Just one statement for theory we write it, Andy. We never write any examples here, because this one your framework people will write anyway. This one out of your scope because you are entering into web applications, no? Right. Web application, enterprise application. If anybody selected mobile application, they'll go with core Java to Android, they'll go. That is a mobile application development. So once you came to web applications means you are coming into enterprise. There your journey ends actually. Now these are the types of applications. To give a awareness to the student, you are under web application development. Sir, in this theory, I understood web applications are executed in web container. Web container is the execution environment provided by web servers and application servers. Sir, I want to know what is this server. Make it FAQ. Define server. Define server. So define server. Right. So what is the meaning of server generally? Sir, I gone to hotel in the morning for breakfast, sir. One boy is standing there. I asked, what is your name? He says, I am server, he says. So what is your duty? Means I will take the request from the customer. I'll give a response according to the request. So I am a server. Server meaning that only. Server means service provider. That's the meaning actually. Server means service provider, which means accepting the request, providing the response. That's called server. Make it. Server means service provider. Server means service provider, which means accepting the request and providing the response. Accepting the request and providing the response. Server means service provider, which means accepting the request and providing the response. So define client then. Define client. Define client. The user who generate. The user who generate request to the server. The user who generate request to the server is known as client. Is known as client. The user who generate request to the server is known as client. So we call it as client server. Generally the architecture says client server architecture. Client server means somebody will pass a request, server will take a request and provide the response. So we are designing client server applications only, indirectly web applications. The point. Now types of servers here. These servers are categorized into two types only. One is web servers, one is application servers, you can say. So types of servers means servers are categorized into two types: web servers and application servers. Web servers and application servers. Right. 2 minutes to wait it. I'll read that text available with me. So important FAQ question generally. Web server, application server actually. Right. Look here once, 2 minutes. So web server means web container is available. Web server contains only web container. Application server contains both web container and one more is EJB container. EJB stands for Enterprise Java Bean. Sir, what this EJB container will do means two applications for you, web application, enterprise application. This server will support web application. This server will support both web application and enterprise application. That is called application server. Second point, a web server is good in case of static contents like static HTML pages. Static content means unchangeable data. Any unchangeable data is there, it is preferable. Web server consumes less resources like CPU, memory, and so on compared to application server. Simply you can say web servers will be very fast, right? They resource, why means static content, no, they'll be very fast when compared to application servers. Web server provides runtime environment for web applications, and the web servers will support HTTP protocol. An example for web server is Tomcat. Your Tomcat is an example of your web server. If we come to application server, quite opposite. Application server is relevant in case of dynamic content. Dynamic means changing. The data will be changing based on the request. It's called dynamic. Any changing data content is there, application server is preferable. Because of this reason, in advanced Java, we use web server. In the level 3, we use application server here. These trainers will use application server and I will use web server because for me, remaining components not available. Only static component is available for me. So I'll use web server here. In the level 3, we use application server. More resources are utilized. Of course, execution time compares with your web server. This will be very high generally. Here application server provides runtime environment for enterprise applications. It is supporting enterprise application means it can support web application also generally. The major advantage of application server supports HTTP as well. RPC, RMI protocols. RPC means what now? Remote procedure call, remote method invocation. These two protocols also not now, 16 years back protocols only they are, but your application server support is available. Now, example for your application server is WebLogic, WebSphere, I not written there, JBoss, many are there. Other than Tomcat, you had many other servers supporting application environment. It's a theory. This is reading points for interview anyway. Read and remember 3 or 4 points among them. Right. So in the learning process also for you, part of web applications, we take Tomcat here. And the level 3, part of any frameworks, any application development is there, they'll use application server for you in the learning process. RPC, RMI, after that Corba came, the Corba modified as a web service today. That's the history says. RPC, RMI, then Corba. After that, Corba web service. Web service became microservice today. Your web service trainer will write total history of these protocols and he will introduce web service. So it has a great history, 20 plus years history is there to write web service. It's not a single day process. Almost your Java technology taken 16 to 18 years journey to introduce that web service. So many protocols came in the market. So it is started converting the protocol into a technology. In that way, web service came out. Today's job means what? And Spring Boot with microservices. Today, hot job is Spring Boot with microservices. If you know, if you're perfect in that area, one chair is empty for you in the market today. So they have a high demand for Spring Boot with microservices. Okay, right. So this is finally what I'm trying to say here is we are under web applications. Total summary I want to say. We are here for developing web applications. Web applications are executed in web container. Web container is provided by web server and application server. Web server supports only web application, but an application server supports both actually. I written enterprise application, it can support both. Okay, right. This is the major advantage of application server. Now, part of advanced Java at present, we have to take web server or application server to run your programs. But we prefer to take web server first. Then in the level 3, we take application server. So now we are taking web server as a Tomcat we are taking. Right. Now comes your downloading and installing Tomcat. Right. First step I copied here. Right. Write it. Installing, write these points bit clearly. If I don't download also, if I upload the notes bit late also, you can do. This is practical process. Okay, right. First step is download Tomcat 9.x means 9.1, 9.0, 9.2. So today's Tomcat is 10 actually. Tomcat 10 is there. So preferably go with 9. So preferably go with 9. Don't go with the latest always. Okay, right. In web applications, go with 9. No, sir, I want 10 means do it. Nothing happens. Okay, right. So go with 9 and above. Web server name is Tomcat. Compatible with JDK 1.8 and above. Vendor. Somebody asked Tomcat 8 for me. So somebody asked in this batch about Tomcat 8. Tomcat 8 will not support under JDK 8 environment. So some compatibility failures will come. Go with minimum 9 and 10 if possible. Vendor, owner of our product is Apache organization and default port number of your Tomcat is 8080 and download open source is www.apache.org. Now anyway, this Tomcat server is providing container to us. The container is web container. The web container internally has two subcontainers. One is Servlet container, one is JSP container. So Servlet container will have one name, that is Catalina is the name, and JSP container name is Jasper. For information purpose, we write in the step 1. Finally, download and install Tomcat 9 and above. Right. Write it. Step 2. After downloading this Tomcat 9, what I should do means install the product. Install the Tomcat server. Install the Tomcat server. Right. While installation, some steps you have to take care. Actually, see that I'm starting. My system already has Tomcat. I'll start it and I'll abort in the last. Okay, right. Anybody writing these steps? Write it. Right. See there, while I am installing it now, downloads somewhere Tomcat. Apache is there now here? Tomcat. I am starting some 9. So after download, I am starting. Click on S here. So click on next here. See there. Click on next. I agree. Here, select the type of install. You have to select full. I am writing these steps to you, right? While installation process. While installation process. You can see, select the type of install. Select the type of install. You must take it as full. Select the type of install as full. As full. Then click next. Click next. Click next. See there, I am clicking next here. Whenever I click on next here, server port number -1 will be there. You must be careful. If you click next means it will be installed. But if you install with -1, Tomcat server will on and off automatically. It only will on, it only will off. -1. So server shutdown port number must be changed. So take some 8089, you take it. Server port number. Server shutdown port. Here. Server shut down port. Change it to 8089. Sorry, is there any specific reason for 8089? Actually, 80 is the reserved port number. So this is a reserved port number for your HTTP protocol. Actually, reserved port number. Only 80 is the reserved port number for HTTP protocol in the world. So always we take the combination of this 80, then you can change the number 88, 81, 828, something you can change it. So take any number 8089. So if not, take the same number, nothing happens. For practice only, no. So server shutdown port 8089 modified. So here connector port will be there. HTTP connector means from the web browser you must connect it to the Tomcat. So what is the connector port number? Means from HTTP, from web browser to Tomcat, on what port number it should be connected. It's called connector port. HTTP connector port. By default 8080 will come. That is a company given port number. For this Tomcat server, company gives one default port number. For Oracle 1521 came no. That's called default port number. Oracle Corporation given for Oracle product as a 1521. The same way, Apache organization for Tomcat server they given 8080, but you change it and use it. So you change that and use it. maybe 81 or 82 or something, you change it. So here HTTP connector port. HTTP connector port. You can take any number, 8081 or 8082 or 808083 dot. You can take 80 combination, any number. Don't take the same number again here. Okay, right. Some number 8182 you take it. And whatever the port number taken here, remember it and don't forget it. Because you must type that port number in the web browser, then only connection will come. Sir, I took one mobile number, sir, I forget my mobile number, you must not say no. The same way, when you are installing Tomcat server, the port number you are deciding, don't forget it. Of course, there is a way to see it. Again, these many students, we cannot connect it directly, you come out of that, right? Take the port number and write on the paper what you take it. So that port number we are going to call from web browser. So the Tomcat server should respond to web browser actually. After taking this connector port number here, some username password is there. Take some username and password. I'll take my name here and some NIT I taken. So take some username and password here. And don't forget this username and password. Many students will come and say, sir, I forgetted my username password. Because we'll use that username password after 1 month. After 20-25 days, we use that. Until then, we never use username password. After 20 days, I'll use username password. Friend will come. I'll come and sorry, I forget it means simply will say uninstall and install will say. If you forget, no solution for it. You have to uninstall it and install it. No other choice. So you write on the paper and keep it. So take username and password. So username I am taking, some name I am taking. And password. I am taking one password. Some NIT I am taking. So username and password. Don't touch these roles. Don't touch that. Click on next. Click on next. Click on next. Click next. So these are the changes. So select the type of install full. Server shutdown port 8089. Take any one port number 818283. Take your own username password. Click next. Okay, right. Whenever you click on next now, it will ask the JRE. Right. It will ask for JRE. Ask for JRE. So I'm using 17 environment, right? All are having only one environment, no? Right? Whether 17 or 16 or what you kept in the environment variables, that one, right? What you kept in the environment variables, that you open it and check it. Hope a few people will keep 3, 4 and they only will confuse which one is installed. Some people will see that also, that kind of things. Sir, not working, sir, means we'll simply delete all and we ask him to do again. Because sometimes the student will do, but because of unclarity or improper command, so he will install something and he set path something and he'll open some command and he'll run it. That all headaches will come with server end. Now you are going to see the most headaches because server is entering. Up to now, server not there, no headache not there. So now the server is entering, third person is entering into our environment. Already second person came, database is a third person. So fourth person is HTML, he'll come. So now the third person is entering now. Second person is JD Oracle. So anyway, we came out. Some people said not working, sir, not coming, sir. Also, I pushed forcefully because I'll resolve them in the servlet again. So I'm now third person, fourth person HTML will come, right? Okay. Now here it takes JDK 17. Actually, it is looking for JRE. Then why are giving JDK means from 15, 16, 17, 18, automatically JDK internally JRE will be taken. Internal to JDK, JRE will be taken. So when the JRE is taken directly from the JDK, just it takes automatically. You cross check this is the correct one or not. You cross check it. Click on next. After taking this JDK, click on next. It will ask the folder where I should install it. So you see this folder and install it. After that, I'll ask where it is installed means, sir, don't know, sir. Many people will say. So D driver not yet seen, sir, where it is installed, because he'll be clicking very fast. So better go with installation in the C drive with a single name. Remove them. Single name. So C drive and so on. Install automatically within a few milliseconds. Installation will be completed. See how much MB now? Almost 19.8 MB. So it will be installed. Right. Can I cancel it? Because for me, Tomcats are already there. Right. Can I cancel it? Click on cancel. So install. These are the points to be taken. Remaining you understood? No. Anyway, the other changes remaining. Sir, now installation has been completed. Next what, sir? I downloaded. I installed. Next what? Step 3. Start the Tomcat server. Step 3. Start the Tomcat server. Start the Tomcat server. Start the Tomcat server. Sir, how to start the Tomcat server? See, all of you. Just now you given a folder where it should be installed. You go to that folder. Maybe C drive, D drive, U drive, somewhere you installed the Tomcat. The folder is available. For me also folder is available. In C drive, I'll keep directly as Tomcat. In C drive, I given Tomcat 9. Can you see? I'm using 9. Okay, right. Now, click on this Tomcat 9. Here you can see bin here. Open bin. Here you can see startup. Can you see? Startup. So 90% of system startup will not work. Why means your system will have rich virus. So it will stop that thread. Actually, it will not work. So maximum, if anybody is working well, your system is cleared with virus free. Right? So maximum antivirus also will stop these threats. To overcome that, they given one service thread here. You can start the service. Tomcat 9W. You can click it. So I'm writing a point here. To start Tomcat server, to start Tomcat server, to start Tomcat server, click on start, START, startup, startup or Tomcat 9W, Tomcat 9W from bin of Tomcat. To start Tomcat server, click on startup or Tomcat 9W from bin of Tomcat. From bin of Tomcat, like this. Here. C drive, Tomcat bin. So inside this bin, you can find startup or Tomcat. If it is working, you click here. If it is not working, 100% the service will work. So I am opening. See there? I am opening. Double click on it and open it. So window will come. Click on S. Here one window will come. So already my Tomcat is running anyway. I'll stop it and run it. Can you see service status is stopped? For you, stopped will be there. Click on start. So the Tomcat server will be started. After started, click on OK. Right. If not, it will not work. Click on OK. Now Tomcat server is on. So once the Tomcat server is ready, we have to check the Tomcat server is responding to web browser or not. We have to check it because Tomcat server should respond to web browser. So make it step 4. Access Tomcat server from web browser using the following URL. Access Tomcat server from web browser using the following URL. http://localhost:/ what is the port number we taken now? 8081 or 8082. My Tomcat server will be 82 generally, right? Okay. Now http://localhost:/8081 I taken. Okay. So HTTP means protocol generally. HTTP means protocol. Local host means location. 8081 is a port number. This is Tomcat port number. This Tomcat server available in the same computer, local host, and access or connect with HTTP protocol. That is the meaning of that. Sir, my Tomcat server not available in my system. My Tomcat server available in the LAN network. You can access with IP address. In the LAN network, you can access with the IP address. The Tomcat server will be responding to you generally. So let me type it whether it is working or not. So open web browser. Here. HTTP localhost, my port number is 8082 generally. Enter. Answer came now, right? Now, tomorrow you'll write one Java program tomorrow. We are going to write, welcome to Servlet programming. That only know, right? Welcome to Servlet program. We keep in the server. We call it. Answer will come. We write the Java programs. We keep in the Tomcat. Answer will come. We take Java program. We keep that only Servlet programming. Server is ready or not now, right? Server is responding. So today's your duty is to install and check whether Tomcat server is responding to web browser or not. Tomorrow we construct one Java program and keep inside the server. So the server output should come on to web browser. That only Servlet. I said no, Servlet means one Java program, right? Running in server, and already server is running, no? You are not developing any server. You are a service engineer. You are not vendor engineer. Service engineer means somebody will develop, we will use it. So vendor means product designers. That is different issue, right? Sir, I downloaded Tomcat. I am using. I am a service engineer. So my server is ready for me. So you can take one program and keep in the server. The response should come to the web browser. That's only next target. So now my Tomcat is responding, sir. Once you accessed this Tomcat now, go with step 5. Step 5. You started Tomcat, you accessed a Tomcat, you checked whether it is working or not, then stop it. You must know how to stop it also generally. Okay, right. Step 5, stop the Tomcat server. Stop the Tomcat server. Same points will be there. To stop Tomcat server, click on shutdown. Click on shutdown or Tomcat 9W from bin of Tomcat. The same shutdown is there, or if not Tomcat 9, you can go. Right. See that I'm stopping it out. I'll go to bin once again, Tomcat 9, bin, here Tomcat 9W and stop it. Can you see stop here? So stop it. Once Tomcat server stopped, access, rerun, refresh. So Tomcat server has been stopped. So server is ready. Now we have to construct server application. Not only concept. We are not constructing server. We are constructing server application. Server application means servlet application. Server means servlet only, no. So we are giving informations how to write your first program by tomorrow. It's the concept. Tomorrow you are going to write your first application with the diagram. So API I'll introduce for 15 minutes. Nothing is there. Already you written many APIs and came. So 15 minutes I'll introduce Servlet API. After Servlet API introduction, I'll make one statement and I'll start your coding right tomorrow. I'll give you steps how to run your first program. All of you knows HTML, no? How many of you knows HTML? Raise your hands. Right. Among HTML, you know form tag, no? How many of you know form tag? Enough. That only needed. Remaining all you forget and come. Remaining all not available. Only form tag is there. That I'll prove it tomorrow. Java developer, why UI technology and for you? Why and what UI engineer will do? He is taking 6 lakhs to 8 lakhs. What he will do? He is taking no already. Yes or no na. So among HTML, bring form tag and come. Remaining I'll take care. Right. Can we take a break for today? Right. So do this process today, complete and come. Tomorrow we are writing first program and running. Tomorrow practical to you how to run your first Servlet program. Take a break. So thank you very much for today. Hope I'll upload the notes from today on the daily basis.